This is Colton with Everything RVs, and if you look back in this channel, you'll see a video that I did of a Newell coach that I built out of cardboard when I was a kid. I recently had the chance to take that model to the Newell factory, and they really enjoyed looking at it. They thought it was really cool, and so figured it was a good time to build a new one. I haven't done it in a long time. And this time, instead of cardboard, I'm going to use wood and metal, and we're going to do this on as close to the scale as we can that Newell uses, which is 1 inch equals 1 foot. This is going to be a Newell Coach P50. I'm not going to tell you which one yet, kind of save that for the end. So Newell Coach is 45 feet long, so this model is going to be roughly 45 inches long. Now the floor in the rear is elevated slightly, which you can see here. We're going to make a little elevation. So the bottom piece here is 40 inches. This is roughly 5 inches with about a measured out at 0.59 inch of a step up in the rear. So there will be just a tiny step. And this step will be in the rear of the bathroom. There will be a shower here, and then you'll step up into the very back part. So I'm going to use wood glue and a brad nailer with some 1 inch nails in it. Hopefully that works out okay. I also forgot to mention that the width of this will be 8.5 inches, as of course the width of most coaches are 8.5 feet, most Class A's. Newell Coach is pretty much on point with that, I think. Hopefully the 1 inch nails don't go through all of this. Find out very soon. There you have it. There's our floor piece. Now I'm going to try to make sure this is real square while it dries. Doesn't look to me like it is, but we can fix that pretty easily. Some of my drawings of what it's going to be. I know this is kind of messy, but we've got overall height. This is not counting the distance from the bottom of the edge of the coach to the ground. So Newells are like 13.3, 13.4. So we're looking at 12.4, which of course comes out to 12.41 inches is going to be our actual build height. Our headroom inside is 7.41 inches. Newell has about 7'4" of head space inside. The width, of course, 8 foot 6 inches will be our scale. And let's see here, that's the floor we just made, 4.73 inches with a 0.59 raise and 40.24 inches for the floor. Hopefully that all comes out good. Now these are our storage bays. So what I did was I took a picture of this coach on my phone. My phone screen is 5 inches long. I made the side picture of the coach fill up the whole screen. 1 inch on my phone equals 9.47 inches on the model. And then height, since the width of my phone, so I blow the picture up and make it fill side to side, that scale is 1 inch equals 4.96 inches. So the space between the back wall and the radiator compartment, or the engine compartment here, 0.591 inches. So what I did is I measured that on my phone and then took that 1/8 inch, 1/16 inch, half inch, whatever, divided it, turned it into decimal, and multiplied it by 9.47. So I've got that distance. 4.73 is the distance, or the width of that compartment door. 10.06 inches is from edge of fender to edge of fender. There is nothing in between here. That compartment butts up to the fender. There's a gap here in front of the fender, 1.18 inches. Rear compartment, 3.51, 2.36. The entry door is going to be mid-entry, 2.36 inches. The next compartment is 5.32, 2.36, 3.55. The front wheel well is 4.73, and then the space from the front wheel well to the front of the coach is 3.55. If you add all of these up, you get 44.9 something, which is exactly what we want. So we're going to continue with the drawing. This is, I don't know that I actually ended up doing this exactly like I have it written here, but pretty close. So that's the scale we're going to be working off of. So the next thing that we're going to do is build these compartments and the lower floor. Here's the floor piece all laid out. Now I've got it marked here, so this is all based on the dimensions that I showed you earlier. So we've got rear to here. We got our rear wheels, first compartment, second compartment, front door, compartment, wheels, and then compartment up here, which is kind of the generator area. So there it is. So the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to cut a piece that starts where the rear wheels end, starts that first compartment, and goes to the front wheels. That way we can put that underneath here and build our walls that divide our compartments. So let's get started on that. Now that we've got all that marked out, this is our piece that's going to represent the bottom of all the compartments. So this starts right at the beginning of the wheel well on the front and the rear. So this covers just the compartments. And then these are the dividing walls. So the compartments are going to be about 3 inches tall. So these are, I think, 2.625 or whatever. These two pieces together are right at 3/8 of an inch. If you put them on top of each other and measure it. So I subtracted that from the dividing wall. Pretty sure that's going to give me what I need to make the compartments the right size. So now we're going to make some lines across here to represent our compartment walls, and then we'll start assembling all that together. we got to finish the very front and the rear and get it to where we can put up the sidewalls. That's all for today. Coming along nice so far.